You two are arguing in the break here. Now, I can't let you, I'm going to go to Angela first because you didn't speak as much in the last segment. This is driving me nuts. When Sally says the rich need to pay more, let's break down the numbers. Half of Americans pay no federal income tax,
yes.
50%.
Yes.
1 in 7 Americans are on food stamps. Mm-hmm. Now, Peter, I'll use Peter, not me. Peter lives in New York. He's one of the best attorneys in New York.
Yes.
36% federal, 9% state. Mm-hmm. You own a house? Owns a house. Property taxes, county taxes.
Yep, everything.
Sales taxes. 55% of most New Yorkers' income goes to government. Mm-hmm. Now, then Sally comes in with a baseball bat, hits Peter over the head, and basically says, "You cheapskate, you're not paying him enough."
Did that happen in the break? I missed it.
It's class warfare, and that's what liberals do, Shauna. You're exactly right. Half of Americans don't pay taxes. People that are on welfare, on the government dole, do not pay taxes. So why penalize others for success?
And I'm kind of, and I try and be kind of a sensitive, a smart, sensible Democrat. And so I say it's not about Democrats, it's not about Republicans, it's about spending too much and not having enough to pay for it.
Right.
And it can't go on forever. And so to say, well, we're going to do this, but we're going to raise taxes at the same time, is feeding the beast. And it's feeding the beast of big government, whether it's Democrat or Republican. It's wrong.
One thing I know about you, Peter, too, is you're very generous. You give a lot of money to charity.
It's important to give to charity, but people give more. But we try in our family to help a lot of people if we can.
But wait,
so if you didn't pay 55%, you'd probably give more.
I think that's the point.
Why are you hitting him in the head with a baseball bat and saying he's a cheapskate?
I really like Peter. Peter's a nice guy,
we just
okay?
met. Thank
but
you.
Look, Peter and those who are successful in this country, and let's be honest, when we're talking about the richest of the richest of the rich, I don't think we're talking about Peter. We're talking about, millionaires and billionaires, right? And they made their money here. They made it in the United States.
They pay taxes.
They pay taxes.
And they create jobs.
Now, let's be clear. First of all, number one, they're paying the lowest tax rate, actual tax rate, in the last half century. Number one. Number two, corporations are sitting on $1.1 trillion in record unspent cash.
You're obfuscating.
And number three, Republicans would rather cut Medicare and Medicaid than raise taxes.
They want to save it from bankruptcy.
Here's my question to you.
That's not true.
If they're the job creators, they've already gotten these tax cuts, they have historic cash reserves, why aren't they creating jobs already?
So the government
why do we need to give them more money?
Because the Democratic President Obama passed policies that have practically bankrupt this country.
Wait. But you're saying give them more tax cuts and, we'll cross our fingers this time and they'll give us some jobs.
But we already gave them big plans.
We already gave them tax cuts.
Out there does not help create a better America.
The solution you're proposing at this point, though, is that reach in to those corporate coffers. They're holding this money. Let's take some of it, or a lot of it, in taxes. Let's direct where it's spent. That's not the point of government. Maybe it was beginning in 1913 up to 2011, but it shouldn't be anymore. We have balanced budgets. President Andrew Jackson did it in this country. Let's do it again. And maybe Newt Gingrich is right.
President
do it
Clinton
month by month.
did it with the help of the Republican Congress. And Sally, it's wrong to say that Republicans want to do more for the rich and nothing for the poor.
Well, I'm just sort of going off of straight facts that they've presided over an increase in the deficit, a historic increase in the deficit that happened under Republicans in Georgia.
No one has increased the debt like Obama.
The president has borrowed more than $4 trillion, wants to borrow another $2 trillion.
The deficit doubled while George W. Bush was in office, and he passed the policies and started the wars that got us into this problem.
And in 3 years, wait a minute, 3 years, Obama's accumulated more debt than Bush did in 8.
And there wasn't even
a Democrat Congress.
The point is this, Sean. The point is this: the president needs to lead on this issue, not scare on this issue. Let's see leadership. Let's not have it go down. Let's have it resolved, but do it by leadership, not by fear.
To have a Democrat say that, here.
You know, like it or not in this country, companies that make money, rich people that make money in this country, well, right. And then he should acknowledge
and the Democrats get upset with that.
You do well in America, you do well by America.
I think you're right. Peter should give 95%.
I'm not saying 95%.
No, 95.
It was 50.
You give 95%.
You know what?
If you give 95%, I'll give 95%.
Brett is next. Thanks for being with us. See you tomorrow night.